Hi, my name's Hamish Clarke. I work for the University of Melbourne. It's called What Makes a Good Fire Simulator, with a big question mark at the end of it. Well, we're really interested in the whole package of fire simulators and future simulator development. So we know there's lots of things happening right now in terms of different simulators being used and developed, and we're trying to kind of peer into the future a bit and think, how can we steer the development of simulators so that they're fit for purpose, that they're useful for the people who need to use them. So it's very much an engagement project. There's a technical element. We're talking to people about, accuracy and speed, but there's also a real kind of organisational, what's the ecosystem in which the simulator is used. So we're trying to talk to as many different users as possible and understand how they use simulators, what's working, what's not, and how we can support future development. They've become, slowly over time, a really important part of how we manage fires and how we research fires, and not just, tactically, kind of, a fire breaks out, where's it going, but strategically, where should we plan our prescribed burns, or what's risk going to be looking like in the future. So their use and development is actually really important to how we, manage and live with fire. So if we can chip in and contribute to that, then I think there'll be positive outcomes, hopefully, for lots of people. First, absolutely yes, want to see the findings used. That's really important and value that about the perspective of NHRA. Hopefully this is something that anyone who's working on simulators can look at quickly, get a rapid kind of snapshot, what is important to people. And so, without wanting to give a spoiler alert, there's not many hard and fast numbers. Generally, there's a lot of context-dependent things, and there's a lot of issues. There's issues of usability, preparation, outputs, communication, support, trust. And so I think we're going to try to help people to see all the different things they need to take care of. Yes, the technical stuff is super important, but it's also about how you use it, how you support the users and provide that kind of ecosystem, if you like. So that's what we hope to be directing people to at the end of the project. So there's people, at AFAC and in agencies who are working on simulators. There's people doing the hardcore simulator development, and one of the, huge messages is we need to have these people talking to each other regularly, and they are. So it's kind of more of the same, but making sure we're reaching smaller jurisdictions, making sure we're thinking through not just technical, but also kind of process and organisational things. So, chances are it's going to be used and relevant for simulators that people are working on today, but hopefully it can help to steer some decisions in the longer term about the direction that we move in. So one of the things we hope comes out of the project is that people get a better idea of the reality of fire simulators. We've heard that from people who are there at the coalface. Sometimes they're a bit frustrated that people don't understand some of the limitations and the strengths and the actual process. So if we can demystify that a bit, then I think that will be really beneficial for them and for everyone else who's dealing with the outputs of simulators, whether they're decision makers or community members or researchers.